the UK's Wi-Fi is just under immense shit at the minute. At work, even the work Wi-Fi, nothing.
It's a conspiracy, I'm telling you.
It's a conspiracy theory. The government is trying to withhold our free speech on social media. It's Nepal 2.0.
Speaking of, today we're speaking about conspiracy theories. And Jason, I want to know, firstly, do you believe in any conspiracy theories off the top of your head? Secondly, the ones we're going to go through today, anything that like gets you hyped up, gets you excited to talk about it?
I think there are a few. Whenever there's something that just doesn't seem normal, kind of becomes a conspiracy theory. As soon as there's something that everybody is having their thoughts and their input on things. But I think the whole US government is a conspiracy theory, to be fair. Just the whole concept of America.
But conspiracy theories are quite fun, I suppose. Like, yes, there's some that can cause trouble, but majority of them are just a little bit of fun. A rumor that got taken a bit too far.
Yeah, way too far. Just escalate, especially in today's age with networking and that. I think things blow out of proportion just with not fake media spread, but just the way that news and information spreads these days. All you need is one person just to say, yeah, Michelle Obama's a man. And it just spreads like wildfire. It just spreads like wildfire because so many people take it on board.
Speaking of spreading, segue. The first one on our list that we're going to look at is chemtrails. So, chemtrails. This theory alleges that water condensation trails from aircrafts consist of chemicals or biological agents, or contain a supposedly toxic mix of aluminium, strontium, and barium. I think that's how you say it. Under secret government policies. And the whole thing is to... There's a deep side where it's to brainwash people, but then there's the top level, surface level, where it is to control the weather. Firstly, let's look at the actual... the water condensation trails that come off airplanes. My take on this is I have seen planes fly over, clear blue sky. They fly over, suddenly there's a bunch of clouds, like foggy clouds, like it just doesn't look right.
What, behind in a trail behind them?
No, like the plane flies over, there's obviously there's the trail behind them, they disappear, okay, and then like 20 minutes later, there's just fog. And I've seen it happen more than once. But it's still
in that same line, isn't it? It's not like it moves drastically.
It spreads quite far, yes.
You think so? Is that not... it's not ice, though. It's ice. What's the reason behind those? Like, what's the scientific reason?
Is it not the heat coming off the airplane?
It's something to do with
condensating
it being,
the cold air.
It's something to do with the temperatures of where it's flying at, isn't it? And the wings breaking something. There's definitely temperatures involved. So I guess you could say that it's messing with not necessarily the weather, but it's messing with the atmosphere around it.
Okay, and it has a knock-on effect, possibly.
Yeah, potentially, because I mean, if you create shade yourself, you make whatever's in the artificial shade that you've created cooler. So can that play a part if you are... Now, that's the thing. Is it in... This is where conspiracy theory grows wider. Is it in areas that are got a lot of flight paths around it, so closer to airports where you got a lot of planes, or have you got on a sole travel line where a plane passes over every 2 hours or so on that own flight path?
Yeah. So to challenge your theory, in Dubai they use quote unquote chemtrails. They use airplanes and devices, maybe drones, that actually do let out chemicals to actually make it rain.
What chemicals are these to make it rain, though?
I have no idea. I haven't done that much research. But
What
I have
chemicals
done
would
research
make it
that
rain, though?
Dubai. Okay, I'll research it now while you're talking. But Dubai does artificially make it rain with
Because they got so much
chemicals in
money.
it. Okay, wait. Dubai
What chemical?
fake
Well, like
rain.
just releasing hydrogen
Drones.
into the atmosphere.
They use drones.
Okay.
Dubai uses a form of cloud seeding to induce rainfall. It's not fake rain, but it deploys drones that discharge electrical charges into the clouds that make water droplets merge and fall as rain. So Dubai is actually controlling the weather. They're literally making it rain.
They're basically just teasing the clouds to premature ejaculate. And that's what they're doing, aren't they? Because the cloud's not ready. The cloud's just like holding in, like, no, I'm not ready yet. And the drones are just like teasy, and then it's like, can't take it.
Yeah, it's okay. To be a little bit more PG, they are tickling the clouds, and then the clouds can't hold it in.
And then they are crying with laughter as they get tickled, and all the tears come falling down to the earth.
Yeah. Okay, so I think chemtrails.
But that's not chem. That's not a chemtrail. That's
it's not. But that's what people.
physics.
That's what people like to use as their basis for pushing their conspiracy. But now the thing is, why would the government do this? Like, why would they want to control the weather?
Oof. It's the only thing they probably could control.
That's the only thing left that they need to control.
Yeah, it's the only thing left. Don't know. Why would they want to control the weather?
That's the thing with conspiracy theories is you got to
controlling?
ask yourself, what would people benefit from doing these things?
I don't know. Shits and giggles in the White House.
Okay. Let's move on from that one.
See what we did in Texas yesterday. It made it rain.
Okay, so I think chemtrails, what we'll do is we'll put it under we haven't researched enough.
Like most things on this channel.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We're going to take a bit of a dark turn. The next conspiracy theory is the JFK assassination. So the conspiracy is that what I'll read it to you here. At least, here we go. In modern times, multiple conspiracy theories concerning the assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963 have emerged. Vincent Bugliosi estimated that over 1,000 books had been written about the Kennedy assassination, at least 90% of which are works supporting the view that there was a conspiracy. As a result of this, the Kennedy assassination has been described as the mother of all conspiracies. The countless individuals and organizations that have been accused of involvement in the Kennedy assassination include the CIA, the Mafia, sitting Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson, Cuban Prime Minister Fidel Castro, the KGB, or even some combinations thereof. It has also been frequently asserted that the United States federal government intentionally covered up crucial information in the aftermath of the assassination to prevent the conspiracy from being discovered. The conspiracy is that he was not shot by Lee Harvey Oswald because the gun that was used made the shot almost impossible. It's almost like the bullet curved and hit the perfect spot. He was too far away. People allege that the way that he fell was wrong. They think that maybe the driver was the one that actually shot him. I do believe that there was no evidence released on the bullet wounds of JFK, which would have obviously seen, there's one shot or two shots or which direction it came from. So, with all that being said, what are your thoughts?
What do they mean by the bullet curved, though?
So he was on top of a bell tower, and he had to shoot through 2 buildings, past a tree, and the car was driving along a road where, if the bullet was shot, where it would have hit him, the bullet would have had to move, or he would have had to shoot before JFK got there. So like JFK is driving, and he had to shoot before for it to hit.
And what was his background? Was he military at all, or was he just some...
No, he asked too many questions. I think he was military.
I think there is a conspiracy behind it. I don't think it was just a case of the bloke hating JFK. But I don't think the conspiracy about it was not Oswald, it was like his driver. I don't think that's true. But I do think heavy hitters are 100% involved in taking him out. And
Oh yeah.
with I don't know why the US government do it so much, because if it was a clear assassination, they would have released the files on it to say, it was fucking Oswald. He did it, this is how he did it, this was the case. But no, they hide everything, which points to foul play within the government, or
Correct.
within the states, or abroad,
Yeah.
to say, well, we're not going to say it was them, we can use this against them in the future, sort of thing, as a ploy to get what we want.
Yeah.
But I do think it was him. I don't think it, because it would have been obvious if it was the driver. Surely it would have been obvious if it was the driver. Like, there were so many eyes.
No,
on
like
that
they
event.
say, like he did it like this, like while he was driving.
But his wife was in the car, wasn't she?
She was.
Yeah, I think she would have heard the shot better. Even silent.
That's another thing. That's another thing. They said that the people in the crowd say that they heard the shot, which they wouldn't have been able to do because it was so far away. They heard the shot come from where the car is.
People will say what they want to be famous.
I know. I mean, given very recent events, considering it's
It was loud. You could hear it.
assassination, yeah. Yeah, so it's just...
Well, what
it's,
happened?
it's I don't know. No idea. I don't want to get cancelled, you know.
Yeah.
Taken off ABC. Yeah, so I do think that the conspiracy is confirmed in the fact that someone higher up, an elite of some sort, organized the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely.
It wasn't just a lone gunman. But I do think it was him who took the shot. It was a great shot, to be honest.
I just think it was, well calculated. I don't know what the wind was like on the day. Surely they would have reported it. But I just think if he's got former military background in that, it's just a great shot.
Yeah. All right.
Been playing Call of Duty a lot.
All right. So, confirmed real.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, in line with what we've just discussed, the next one kind of hits close to home. And this conspiracy is called New World Order. The New World Order theory states that a group of international elites control governments, industries, and media organizations. The goal of establishing global hegemony? Well, I mean, that goes without saying.
There is, isn't there, sorry, I'm just doing my little research now, but isn't there it's like the 7 families that run the world or something? Like there's 7 elites, there's 7 elite families that they make the decisions on everything.
Well,
everything in the world, it's them.
The wealthiest family in the world are the Rothschild
Yeah.
family. And I think there is 7 of them left. that have got the Rothschild surname. I think the rest of them have married out into the world or whatever it may be. But in terms of, so they control the banks. In terms of companies that control the world, there's BlackRock, Vanguard, JP Morgan. They basically invest or control majority of every single company. So if, let's take it's Apple, for example, BlackRock will hold 80% of their stock. Vanguard will hold 20%. And then on Google, Vanguard will hold 80% and BlackRock will hold 20%. But then Vanguard holds 50% or 49% of BlackRock, and BlackRock holds 49% of JP Morgan. So there's like, I would say 6 companies at the top, that investment companies that pretty much pull the lever on everything. The reason, and this is getting into conspiracy, but the reason that all companies have to change their logos and stuff for Pride Month is because BlackRock sets it out. If we invest with you, you have to follow these guidelines. That's one of their guidelines.
Okay. I'm a bit weird about the Pride Month thing, though. Like, that's a clause in the contract.
There's a bunch of other things, but I'm just saying that was the one off the top of my head.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand that. Like, I can agree with that conspiracy theory that there is 100% either elite individuals or elite companies or select few companies that are running everything. 100% agree. And you know,
and it's a lot easier to see now.
And you know what pisses me off the most about it is they are running everything on nothing, if that makes sense. Because the world runs on money and the world has no money, if that makes sense.
At this point, yeah, there's more fake money than real money.
Yeah, and because how
Yes, tell me.
is there?
Yes.
How is the world in debt? Like, surely you're in debt to somebody in the world. So I was really bad at accounting, but surely that person's got the 100 debit on their account. This person has the 100 credit on their account. That means 0. So if the world, where there's the only people in the universe are in debt.
let's not jump ahead in our conspiracy.
But if the world is in debt, how?
Because
they all owe each other money.
Yes.
But
because
all the books should balance.
No, because if I owe someone else money and they owe someone else money, why that nothing's balanced there. If everyone just starts paying everyone, then yes, we can get the debt, but they don't want to. Because why? Because if the world has no money, they have an excuse as to why things are not working, as to why things need to change, need to be improved. We need to spend more money on this to get it fixed. They are using the debt as a barrier of escape or excuse.
It's just bullshit.
Okay. So, Rothschild. Care to guess what the ethnicity is?
You trying to get me cancelled?
I'm not trying to get you cancelled. Close. They're
Samoan.
Jewish. Moving on. The next one it's very similar, is the Illuminati. Similar to a New World Order. The Illuminati, though, is a Catholic conservative group that is making all the decisions. I think this may have been a thing back in the day. I don't know if the Illuminati has any sort of pull anymore.
Is that not the Vatican Church? Is that not?
Okay, so Conspiracy theories concerning the Illuminati, a short-lived 18th century Enlightenment era secret society, appeared to have originated in the late 19th century, when some Catholic conservatives in Europe came to believe that a group had been reasonable for the French Revolution. So a small group of people conspired the whole French Revolution. Hoaxes about the Illuminati were later spread in the 1960s by a group of American practical jokers known as the Discordians, who wrote a series of fake letters about the Illuminati to Playboy. That's where it started. In terms of how it's gone, the whole Illuminati allure or law is there is a secret society that only the most influential people can get into, like Kevin Hart. You have to do a embarrassment ritual. So whereas it's a black actor, they would have to wear a dress in a movie. If it's a female singer or actor, they'd have to do something embarrassing, like what Lindsay Lohan did, Britney Spears did, the whole crash out thing. Doja Cat most recently, with all of her crazy outfits.
I really think those types of people are getting into the Illuminati.
No, because the Illuminati is not the elites. The Illuminati is trying to get people with influence. So if Kevin Hart says, hey, go and buy this shoe, people go and buy the shoe because he has influence. So they'll bring him in.
I didn't think that was what the Illuminati was. I thought they were more... yeah, okay. I thought they were more... people.
Yeah, if you don't listen to it, or if you try to get out of it.
Yeah, but I didn't think they were like involved in investing in Nike stock sort of thing.
No. Sorry, that was a bad example. But they are not. They are not involved in investments or politics, etc.
Okay.
The Illuminati is an influential group that is able to shift the minds of young people or the greater population by controlling celebrities or people in any sort of power that is influential. Because you wouldn't hear the owner of BlackRock come out because we don't know who that is. I mean, some people do, but if he spoke to the general population, they'd be like, who's this guy? Whereas if Dwayne Johnson came out and said something, you'd be like, oh, okay.
Okay. What's the purpose? For the person that's doing the influencing.
Control. Black.
No,
they
but what does Dwayne Johnson get out of it? Fame.
Dwayne Johnson gets fame.
Okay.
He gets fame, money, recognition, and they get a new French Revolution possibility. Which doesn't seem to be working. So
No.
I don't think the Illuminati is as strong as it used to be.
No, definitely not. I don't think... Well, unless they were targeting Nepal.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they shifted. Shifted markets.
To third world countries.
Yeah. Cool. Next one. Very recently happened. 9/11.
Okay, not when it happened, but recent. I think it was during the 20 year
What?
20 year like memorial or whatever anniversary, should we say?
Okay, that was 2021.
Yeah, I watched like a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of docs about it.
Why?
About the steel beams. I don't know what it was. I think it was just it was just because it was the 20-year anniversary. I think there was just a lot of blow up about it.
Okay.
And then there was like stuff on BBC and all of that, and just documentaries. Obviously, they wouldn't go into too much detail there, but then you get the YouTube channels that would go into a lot of detail, like YouTubers that did their digging on the dark web and all that. About the steel beams, the thermite, and all of that stuff being in the tower beforehand, and it was like interesting, and it was like, okay, so what was the purpose of it? So that they could go into the Middle East to do what they were doing, because they could then control the Middle East, which had obviously a lot of nice things in it that
ding, oil.
that America and could boost America. Plus, they could then have this agenda of terrorism,
correct,
to have a bigger pull within like the world order. Just say, oh no, you can't do this, terrorism. They could have the backing to invest a whole bunch more heavily into their military, to be this global superpower that nobody would ever dare to touch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it is a conspiracy that America planned.
What? You think it is?
Yeah, I think America planned it.
So, my side is, I do think America was involved, because there was something, $2 trillion or something went missing, and they were going to release the files. The guy who was in charge of it or leading it was in the World Trade Center at the time. So the news came out the day before or that morning, and then it happened. So they obviously knew that the news was going to come out. And then no one was talking about that anymore. They were talking about this. On top of that, what benefit would Iran or Afghanistan have from causing this terrorist attack? Like usually it is they want to see America burn. They want to. This is the narrative. Sorry, this is not the truth or what they say.
I don't think any of this that we're speaking about is the truth. So.
Yeah, they want to see the world burn. They want Americans to die. They don't want them to be in power anymore. By them hijacking a plane, 2 planes, flying into the World Trade Center to create a statement, some sort of statement, there is no positive outcome from that for these other countries, considering America's military budget. It
wasn't the countries that did it. It was the regime inside the country. It wasn't the country itself. It wasn't Iran or Iraq taking ownership of it. It was the
Taliban, was it? No.
Yes, but so it wasn't the country
or ISIS.
It was it was the regime that was inside the country that took ownership of it. So it wasn't the actual country.
But but here's the thing, right?
It's just where they were based.
You hurt America. How does that benefit you in any way? How do you that you're not making any sort of statement? Because here's what happens.
They did make a statement. You know about
America
them.
puts hundreds of trillions into their military. They go over and they just eat you alive, which to me makes me think like there's no logical reason for them to do this.
Do you think?
No, what I know is that they wanted to get into that country to go and get the oil. They wanted to control the country to get
America,
the oil.
100%.
The same thing they're doing to Venezuela at the moment because they want the oil. They want to start a war. Then they take over, then they control the oil.
The Department of War, isn't it?
Yeah, that's so stupid. It's like, okay, look, Department of Defense, don't touch us. Otherwise, now it's like Department of War, you guys better be afraid of us.
Yeah.
That just causes other people to like say, okay, well, we need to improve ourselves now to stand up against them.
Isn't he the peaceful president? Trump? He was meant to be the peaceful president, isn't it?
No. He was meant to be, yeah.
I thought he was, there was no, in his first term, there were no wars, apparently. And his second term, he was going to bring all 3 wars to peace.
Yeah, and he was going to do it, like in one day, he said?
Yeah, 48 hours, wasn't it? Yeah, then 48 hours, I'm gonna make sure there's peace. Yeah, like that happened.
I would really love to know what Mossad has on him to force him to do all these things.
The Epstein files.
At some point, you got to just be like, so?
I was gonna say something on 9/11. Can't remember now. But there wasn't just the two planes.
There
remember?
it goes. There goes your thought. Watch it now. Watch it.
Easy. Don't talk about the trade towers.
It's gonna be
But there wasn't just the two planes. There were four. Remember? Or there were five essentially.
There were 5 plane
There were five.
crashes.
There were two,
they hit other buildings as well, but obviously these are the...
Yeah. There were two that took out the trade centers. Then you got the third that hit the Pentagon. The fourth was brought down before it got to the White House, and the fifth was stuck still at the airport, wasn't it?
No, it was Building 5 or something. What do they call it?
Building 5?
I don't know what they... for some reason I'm thinking Building 5, but there was a plane that it blew up before it got to the... before it hit the building. Like...
Pentagon?
Boom. I think it was the Pentagon Building 5, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. So...
Just a theory.
Just a theory, yeah. Just a conspiracy theory. All right. Next one. Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself? This one is still hot topic of debate.
It will be hot topic until the files get released, and the files will never get released, so it's always going to be a hot topic. Did he kill himself?
Well, my theory is that he's not even dead.
Wow.
There's
okay.
there's a minute missing from the footage. It takes 17 seconds for someone to walk up the stairs to his cell. I think.
So 17 seconds up, so 34 seconds is to get out.
So yeah, up and no, well, someone has to go up, open the door, let him out, and then move out the way of the camera.
That he is still alive. What, okay, is it just solely based on that 1 minute missing,
Yeah.
or is there
Yeah.
further evidence or conspiracy theories that you've got?
Well,
based on
no,
evidence?
the theory is that he didn't kill himself. Someone went in during that minute
Yeah.
and killed him. Or that someone killed him a lot before then, and they went back to to stage it at that time. I don't know. So the theory is that it was a hit put out on him instead of him actually killing himself, because he was too tall to hang himself. Like, it wouldn't make sense. Yeah. He was going to speak. He was going to say
All the
everyone
names
that's
and that.
involved, and then suddenly he didn't.
He got popped.
Yeah. So that's where the conspiracy comes from. Whereas I was just throwing things out there. Like, most recently, he's still alive.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't think he killed himself. I think he was killed. Oh, no. I think he was... Yeah, I think he killed himself.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's a lot of... I think it was the easy way out for him. I think he might have suffered a lot more pain and issues if he had stayed alive and spoken.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
I think maybe... I think there were too many heavy hitters involved for him not to get some... Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so here's the thing, right? If he stayed alive, he was going to go to court. He was going to rat on everyone. right? He's still rich. He still would have got an easy sentence.
You think so?
I think so.
What do you mean by easy sentence?
As in
And
a
where do you
a rich people prison
A rich people
for the
prison.
rest of his life. Yeah.
And you think a rich person like that was promoting child, yes, would have had it easy in prison no matter what prison it was?
Yeah, because he's rich.
Nah. Do you think his assets would have been
Okay.
seized based on what he was saying?
Let me ask you this question. Okay. Would you rather kill yourself or be killed by someone else?
I wouldn't be in that situation.
So in his situation, it's either he kills himself or he waits and eventually before he talks, someone else is going to get him.
Yeah, but I think if somebody else was going to get him, I think they would have made it. I don't know. It's a tough
Someone
one.
else was going to get him. You think they would have made it more public?
I don't think more public. I think it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. It just lines up to...
Okay, but what reason? Okay, what reason? Let's look at it the other way. What reason does he have to kill himself? Do you think? So look at it at the point of somebody that's look at it from the point of taking it as normal. He popped himself. Oh, okay, I understand. Do you think there is any thought process behind the "I understand"? From people, from the person that did it. So the person, okay,
Yes.
if the theory is that somebody popped him,
Right.
what is the theory behind let's get somebody to pop him to make it look like he popped himself?
Because then no one is complicit. There's no further
Yes,
investigation
but
because he did it
why-
himself. We don't need to look into the elites that he was working with, i.e. the current president, because he did it himself. And he was scared of what was going to happen. Whereas the other side is, why would he do it to himself? He was going to rat some people out and he was going to go to prison where he would have lived the rest of his life, and he could have had some good lawyers help him out and get him a nice deal. He could have worked with the FBI to find the leader of the ring. He could have pointed out
So
the
he
president.
decided to go down by himself rather than ratting out so many others. He was
That's
that,
the conspiracy. I don't believe that.
He was that good of a bloke.
Yeah, exactly. I don't believe that for a second. Why on earth would he choose that option when he has money and he can pay his way out of things?
See, but surely that everybody else would have then thought, yeah, fuck, I don't know.
It's a tricky one.
Because I see both arguments.
I don't see the argument for him doing it himself. I know what
think
you say. I know what you're
I
saying.
think, I think he would have lived, but I think he would have lived, but lived a shitty life afterwards. Like he would have ratted out everyone. He would have been in a cush prison. But I think his assets would have been seized. Like, just sorry, mate. That's it.
You're in
You ain't
prison.
got- Yeah, but your assets are gone. That's it. It's being held by the state. You're not getting fuck all. That's it. Nothing. So you technically you're not rich. You got no money. You're in debt to the rest of the world, like the rest of us are. Everyone's in debt. The world is in debt.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, you see both arguments. I don't. I don't think
Yeah.
he did. It didn't make sense to me as a logical human being. It doesn't make sense to end
You
your
just
own
not
life.
call me an illogical human being. Dick.
Right. Next one. The moon landing. It was fake. That is the conspiracy theory is that
They landed in fucking.
there was a space race. America had to prove that their technology was better than Russia's. They knew that Russia was going to space. They knew that Russia was trying to go to the moon. They said, let's do it first. They tried multiple times. Apollo 13 was the one that landed on the moon. So that means they tried 12 times beforehand. Okay? They weren't able to do it. Apollo 11 blew up. Apollo 12 didn't make it to the moon. They said, okay, let's film it and end this race so that we are more smarter, powerful, blah, blah, blah. All investment companies will then fund NASA instead of going over to Russia and funding Russia. The cosmonauts, I don't know what their space is called, their space department is called. But so apparently they launched the rocket, okay? They launched the rocket with astronauts, but the moon landing and that whole thing was filmed in a studio to make it look like they made it. But in actual fact, they went and they came back. They didn't actually land.
Is there proof that that rocket took off though?
Yes.
Okay.
People saw it take off and they saw them land.
But how big was the difference between takeoff and landing? Of time wise?
I don't know, dude. 2 weeks.
So
How
where
long
were
does it
they
take
for
to get to the moon?
but where were they for 2 weeks?
In space, doing an orbit around the Earth. Astronauts go to space all the time.
Now, yes, but back then, did they have
they had already sent people to space many times by then.
to just orbit?
Correct.
I think they did it.
So
I think they landed on the moon.
they have definitely been back to the moon. I think there have been 12 people that have walked on the moon. There is modules on the moon that you can literally see. Okay. So I fully understand that we have been to the moon. Great.
But the 1969
Whether Neil
moon landing
Armstrong made it,
was Buzz Lightyear, wasn't it?
Buzz Aldrin, yeah. So did Buzz Aldrin make it to the moon? Did he walk on the moon?
Yeah, he said so in Transformers.
Look, I think they did it. Another argument is, how come we don't have the technology today available? And it's like, well, the technology was different. It's not that we don't have it available, it's that we've moved on from that. Technology is different today. And people say, well, why haven't we gone back? Well, we have. Multiple times there's been
But is it
people
worth
from
it to go
China.
back, though?
That's the thing. It costs millions and there's nothing on the moon.
Yeah, like, let's go see a fucking space rock and dust. You can just go to Texas to that, or Arizona. But I think the missions are different, where they're just launching probes and fucking...
Exactly, yeah. They can send a
drones,
drone.
aren't
They
they?
can do it,
Instead of actual risking human life to go see something that we've already seen, or something we can see with a telescope now, or send a drone to go pick up rocks and that. I think the goal for NASA and all space agencies has changed
yeah. It's further out now.
into deep space to try and find the next home for America to go get some oil.
Do you think there's oil on Mars?
Must be. There
Donald
must
Trump
be
will
something
be there tomorrow.
somewhere, yeah. Or there's some asteroid that's got fucking plutonium and platinum and diamonds in it that they're just gonna go and mine or something like that.
Look, if we do make it through the next couple of years, I do think in our lifetime we'll see people land on Mars. Humans. I don't think they'll come back. But I do think
so. I don't think
You
so.
don't think so?
No.
In
I
our
think-
lifetime?
No.
Bro, listen to me. We've got at least 25 years.
Wow. Thanks. that fills me with lots of hope.
I do think though. I don't know if it would, because very soon space exploration, or at least orbits, are going to become commercialized. They've already started with Amazon's Blue Origin thing, right? So that's going to be so like when we first invented the first car, it then became commercialized, and boom, we had cars everywhere, different companies making cars. Okay, cars getting better, faster. Then now we're going to space. Only certain people can go. Now, if they're going to commercialize it, suddenly, boom, everyone can go to space.
Does everyone want to go to space?
I would go, yeah. Would you not go? Would you not go up in Blue Origin? I know it costs like 23 million or something. Now,
No. I don't.
if it cost you like $100, would you go?
$100 to go to space? Yeah, probably.
Maybe one day we can get sponsored by Amazon and go,
Yeah.
go for free.
I don't think we'll see it in our lifetime. I still think we are a few generations from that.
Okay, well, what about? No, I'm gonna argue this point. Sorry. What about an AI controlled robot that lands on Mars and starts to build on Mars?
No. An AI controlled robot to just go on land on Mars and just start building there.
Yep.
No.
Building a structure so that we can go there.
No.
Why? Why are you so against it? Don't
I'm
you want
not
to go to
against
Mars?
it. I'm not against it.
It seems like you are against it.
No, I just think it's far out of our reach in terms of technology. Terrence. We can't, as a human race, figure out how to not use fossil fuels. How are we going and building on another planet?
Are you mad?
I'm not mad.
Do you know how good solar panels are now? Do you know how cheap it is to make a solar panel? The only reason we don't use solar panels everywhere is because oil has better investors.
Okay.
People don't care about saving the planet, unfortunately.
That's the thing. I think the focus is going to shift from the money being spent to go to fucking Timbuktu to actually shit. Okay, focus now shifts back to Earth. We cannot physically move the fucking population to another planet. We're going to need to fix this shit.
Well, no, actually, they will move the elites to another planet.
The elites are probably fucking already on Mars, mate.
But that would actually be cool. Imagine if they just went and left us to actually look after the planet.
Oh, we'd fuck it.
And we
so
don't
hard.
allow them back. Like if they come back, we just shoot them.
Yeah.
Cool. And then last one to finish us off is the flat Earth theory.
Load of bollocks.
Yeah, you have to be 5 years old to believe.
No,
flat Earth.
I think 5-year-olds even know that it's a fucking sphere.
It's right. Actually, yes.
Mate, you've just got to be so fucking thick. Honestly, you just got to be so dumb.
So there's a YouTuber I watched who was reacting to Jubilee did a flat earthers versus scientists video.
Yeah.
So 3 flat earthers versus 3 scientists. The flat earthers based their whole theory, well, one of them did, based her whole theory on, because it says it in the Bible, it's true. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just
Where does it state it in the Bible?
there's a couple books there's a couple
Verses or something.
verses that say, describe the earth as like a stamp being pushed in with things on the side, and it's just logically every single argument that they make for flat earth falls apart if you try and prove it.
Yeah. Like there was that.
They
with
love
the
to say,
curvature.
oh, water doesn't stick to a ball, but they hold up a ball and the water falls where? To maybe the giant ball we're standing on.
It boggles my mind, honestly does. The Bible does not explicitly say.
Do you remember, I'll say his first name because it'll be fine, Kevin Used to play indoor cricket, soccer. Used to play with Tyron and all of them. Yeah.
The one that was
apparently he was a flat earther.
I wouldn't put it past him. It looked like that bloke.
I've never met someone who actually believes the earth is flat. Like, I think it's only Americans, but
no, there are stupid people elsewhere.
yeah. So flat earth is done. If you believe in it, I don't want to ridicule you, but just like wake up. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and we will see you next week with a fun quiz. Hopefully, if everyone is here. Bye.
Cheers.